above the ground. Just a hammerhead stall turn and dives right back in towards show center. Now, as John comes by, you're going to see him do things with this 3,000-pound airplane that are done by no other light pilot anywhere in the world. With a cruising speed of 110 miles per hour and an amazing tolerance for open cockpit Model 75 Stearman biplane from the 1930s goes over the top. Now watch him as he rolls the airplane upright, pushing that stick over to the left, accelerating out to 130 miles per hour. This gentleman here is the winner of both the Bill Barber Award for Showmanship and the Art Scholler Memorial Showmanship Award, two of the highest awards in the airshow. Full Cuban 8. Now watch him as he goes over the top once again. Only 350 feet above the ground, he pulls hard on the stick and does a roundhouse loop. After the air war, and that was a tough thing to do because the average life of a fighter pilot in World War I was just 3 weeks. But those who survived, who wanted to stay in the aviation business, would buy just by Curtis. They'd fly to a town. They'd do aerial stunts over the town to attract attention, land in a farmer's field, and then give rides for $5 or $10 a piece. Those were the days of the barnstorming and the golden age of aviation, and we're taking you back to that right now. John Mohr has begun his 4-point hesitation roll. First soloed at the age of 15, and when he was 17 years old, built and flew his own helicopter. This guy is the best of the best. Keeping it up close and personal for you. Now, when I say stock Stearman, it means it's got the small engine on it. 225 horsepower, going now into an 8-point hesitation roll. Stopping the airplane every 45 degrees. The problem being a stock Stearman, right off the shelf, if you will, is that it does not have an inverted fuel or oil system, which means if he gets it upside down too long, he's going to have the engine quit on him. So he's got to be really careful. It also is about a 3,000-pound airplane, so it does not have a lot of power to amazingly well. Watch it as he goes across the top. Listen to the engine. There's the flaming restart. Kept trying to make it work, and it just didn't want to do it. Upside down too long, the engine sputters and quits, and John Mohr brings it around just in time. The Bill Barber Award for Showmanship, given by World Airshow News at the Air Venture Fly-In, the world's largest aviation event at Oshkosh, Wisconsin each summer. He won that award and also the Art Scholler Memorial Showmanship Award, given by the International Council of Air Shows at their annual convention each year in Las Vegas. Underpowered compared to most of the other airplanes you're going to see today, the climbing reverse 1/2 Cuban 8 with point rolls to the inverted position, pulling hard on the stick as he dives down. Up he goes, throws the stick to the left, stopping it at wing. Vertical wing and over into inverted now, pulls back on that stick. Very hard into his lap with both hands. This is a big airplane. 220 horsepower. It's a Continental engine. Now, we saw the round loop. This is the square loop. As John pushes hard, he's upside down. He's got to get this thing pulled down pretty quick or the engine's going to quit. Straight down through 170, 60, 50, 40, 30 feet above the ground. John Mohr, he is the best of the best. Now, as he finishes that square loop, he's going to go right up to the right-hand side of the aerobatic vine to get her turned around really quickly. He's going to come back to show center. A turn this plane would have done many times if it was watch the corner roll up. He'll run it out of airspeed. 20, 10, push hard on the left rudder pedal at his feet. There's the turn on a dime, give you 9 cents, change a quarter, roll to the right, and then head it out to the left-hand side of the box. Now he'll get turned around once again. John has been flying in the Midwest since he was a child. His grandfather flew Jenny trainers after the First World War. 45-degree pull to vertical, 45-degree pull again across the top for side 4, 45-degree pull again and again for side 6, 7, and the stop sign in the sky. How about that? In less than 300 feet of altitude. That is awesome flying as he rolls the airplane out into the back course. He's going to climb for altitude and energy. He's tightening his belts, taking a moment to catch his breath. The folks in the air show industry who know John Mohr and are at an air show when John Mohr is flying all stop to watch him because they know that nobody handles this stock Stearman any better than he does. Now he's setting up to do a maneuver that he's created and named after his beautiful wife, Lynn. It's called the Lynn Shabbat. Combining a snap roll and a strange tumble. Let's take a look as he's up there at 1,000 feet above the ground. The smoke is puffing, means he's ready to go. Rocking his wings. Getting just the right speed. There's the snap roll. Now watch for the tumble. Man, oh man. There's the Lynn Shabbat, Mr. John Mohr. Unbelievable stuff, John. Now he's going to climb right again. A quarter roll, he's going to go to tail slide with the power off, and then he's going to put it into his fifth. Watch this. Power off, spinning the airplane toward the ground. Whoa! Open cockpit, feeling that 100+ miles an hour, righting the airplane, kicking that rudder back and forth and saying, hey, Rich Gibson, I got you. Rich's incredible pyro out there. Rolling the airplane around once again. Now, he's going to stay up at altitude a little bit, and let's see if he can set up for a super control maneuver called a falling leap. He's going to come slowly across the shoreline and keep the nose pulled up as far as he can. Just in a moment, the airplane's going to stall. You'll see it brake. He'll gain some, watch, see that left wing come down? There's the brake and the stall. But he's going to recover. And then he's going to stall again. And recover, and stall again, and recover. This is a falling leap. He's at 300 feet above the ground. He's going to continue to descend. Let's see how he does. There's 250. There's 200. There's 175, 150. Now he's at 100 feet above the ground. Now he's at 50, and 40, and 30, and 20, and there comes the power, and just 4 feet above the ground recovers. How about that? Give it up for John Mohr from Minnesota. Unbelievable. Now, I talked about not having an inverted fuel and oil system. He'll come across the shoreline once again. He's going to roll over. There's the flaming restart. Oh, yeah. All under complete control. And now he's going to play with the trees down there on the left-hand side just before he gets there, hauls back on the stick, goes right straight up into the vertical. Watch for this quick hammerhead stall turn. This is unbelievable stuff. I love watching this man fly, and so do all of his peers in the business. He just skidded it around like he was just getting ready to play with a rear-wheel drive in a snowy parking lot. But watch him as he comes lower across the ground, flying that fuselage, now with the tail wheel and left wingtip just a few feet off the ground. Look at that. 2 feet off the ground. Down there in the little ditch, it looks like he actually touched the wing, but he didn't. He's got a little extra space down there, and I hope that you understand in just a small way how talented this man is. With over 30,000 hours in the air, that's more than 2 years of his life in the air. Give him a wave, because he's waving at you right now. Flying almost a knife-edge flight. 3,000 pounds, 220 horsepower, less than half the power-to-weight ratio of many of the airplanes you're going to see here today. Now, John's going to bring it into land. I want you to keep your eyes on him as he comes back around to land because he's going to do a rather unique approach. You notice, and we always trust, that you're going to land wheels first. But John's going to do a little variation on it, and I don't want you to miss it. The Yellow Peril is what the Navy called this airplane. The PG-17 is what the Army Air Corps called it. The Cadet, designed in the 1930s by Stearman, built by Boeing. There's the inverted approach. Now watch, just before he touches down, holds that stick back in his leg, kicks to the rudder. That's the high-speed fall to a snap roll and glides sideways so he can see over the nose. Just before he touches down, watch him. He'll put one wheel down at a time. A perfect breeze for John Mohr. What an awesome performance. He'll be bringing it off the runway in just a couple of seconds. The Bill Barber Award winner and the Art Scholl Memorial Trophy winner. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for John Mohr? And keeping the tail wheel off the ground and taking a bow in the Stearman, John Mohr. And doing a little burnout for you. Awesome stuff, John. He's going to take a little bow. I wanted you to give him a huge round of applause all the way up and down the line. The man from Minnesota, the best stock Stearman pilot in the world, Mr. John Mohr. John will be over to sign autographs in just a little bit. He'll be taking a bow, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we continue.